Hey guys, this is Camry15 and I'm back at it with another video for you guys, and this is another Pokemon review for you guys. And man, this episode was a good episode. I liked this episode all around, and it was definitely much better than last week's episode. Now, actually, if you guys want to know why I did not review last week's episode, one, I didn't watch last week's episode, and two, I heard last week's episode was kind of a really boring, comedy, filler episode, which, I have issues with this series when it comes to that. Um, so I just didn't even watch it, and when I heard someone else review the show, review that episode, and said there was no point in even watching this, like it doesn't do anything for the overall plot, for like character development or anything, then I didn't watch it. So if you're wondering why episode 26 is not in the playlist, or you're questioning why I didn't review last week, that's the reason why. I have many issues with the show. I think one of the issues is they have too many filler comedy episodes, and I do like those episodes from time to time, but after a while, it gets like, all right, I want the main stuff. Now, here, we get things that was pretty big, and also things that can impact the potential future of this series. So, anyways, Ash, it starts off the episode, and I'm reading off my notes. Ash is actually training with his Pokemon, and he's training how to catch Pokemon. They show him throwing a ball like, slow ball, go! I don't care about what Go's doing. I don't care what Go's doing. But anyways, Ash is training, Rilu against Mr. Mime and stuff like that. So yeah. Then the professor Sagaki, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his name right, but he gives Ash and Go more tickets to the World Master World Class Championships, where they get another chance to fight Leon again. So that is interesting. So when they finally get to the back to the Galar region, which is I believe the second time they no the third time they've been to Galar, um, essentially Ash and go through the stadium, and they actually see the hero statue from the Pokemon Sword and Shield games, where you see that one part in the game, where you're in the one crap, I don't know, you're in shoot, I forgot where that statue was at. I think it was in I forgot what city it was in. I think it was in the first big city you go to. No, I forgot. It's like after you first meet up. I think it's after you first, like go past Sonya. I forgot where you see it, but it's where. But anyways, I digress. You see the hero with the sword and the shield, from the Pokemon games and stuff like that. And Ash looks at it and stuff like that. Now the Pokemon battle we get in this episode here, is between Raihan and Leon. We also get more introduced into the whole thing. It seems like the Pokemon World Master Championship in the Master class. It consists of 8 trainers, which are obviously the 8 strongest trainers in this tournament type of battle setting. And hold on for a second. One, sorry for those weird abrupt cuts I just did. Personal life. Anyways, I was going on saying, it seems like this master class consists of 8 trainers, and essentially, Raihan is the seventh strongest trainer in here. It showed a silhouette of Lance, and I'm guessing he's the eighth strongest here. So I'm guessing the more they show more Leon's battles in the future, I'm guessing we'll see like either certain champions from the past or strong trainer characters we've seen in the past go up against Leon, or like maybe past gym leaders or something like that. Who knows? Maybe we'll see more future gym leaders of the Galar region and going up against Leon. But anyways, we have a fight between Raihan and Leon. Leon uses Charizard, while Raihan uses Duraludon. Um, And the one thing was interesting is that Charizard actually has different moves in this battle compared to the last time we saw Leon. So it kind of changes things up, and it's kind of really inventive and good because then and it also adds to his mystique of being the undefeated champion. The fact that he makes his Charizard learn different moves because that means you can't prepare for a match against Leon because you think he'll use these moves, but no, he won't because he'll switch up his move set, which was pretty cool and interesting and stuff like that. So it's completely different. It was a completely like I think three of his moves were completely different. Like from what I remember, he had Dig and Dragon Claw, some new moves. Flamethrower is still there, and stuff like that. So it was still interesting. We do get an interesting move called Steely Resolve. I don't know if that's the I don't know what if that's like an actual move in the games, but essentially we find out Steely Resolve is like a move Duraludon can use, which essentially sacrifices his own stamina for power. But they end up Dynamaxing, and then next thing you know, Leon ends up winning with, I think Wildfire or whatever they call it. Essentially, Max Wild Flare or something like that. He ends up winning, and Raihan at the end is like essentially telling him like, yeah, when I get stronger, I'll come back and I'll beat you. And then Ash kind of chimes in from the freaking crowd, and he's like, nope, I'm gonna be the one to beat Leon and become the strongest trainer. Um, so yeah, we also do now. Leon does look up into the booth area, and we actually see our first appearance of Chairman Rose in the anime. So obviously, he wasn't a big part. He was just there as a I guess you can say a cameo right now, but definitely with what happened in the games, he could be, pretty freaking he might be a character we'll see later down in the show, and stuff like that. As well as going on with another, cameo from the game, we see Sonya because we saw her in the trailers, and in that one trailer where it showed the next, few episodes, we see Sonya and her, she meets, Ash and Go, and she kind of goes on to talk about the whole, Galar legend about the clouds with the dark skies and how Pokemon just randomly just started Dynamaxing, and there was the hero with the sword and the shield that saved Galar from like complete annihilation. Now earlier in the show we did see Eternatus, when he was flying, past the plane Go and Ash were on, so obviously they're gonna go through that route. And even in the opening, they have Zama Zenta, and I forgot the other one. And even the ending, there's a They title it like Pokemon Shitori Zama Zenta version. So I'm guessing more than likely because when we get to I guess the main arc where Eternatus is like like in the games is threatening the Galar region. I think this is why it seems like Ash and Go are going to be the only two main protagonists instead of it being like Ash, Go, and Kohaku. It seems like they're going to give, you know, they're going to make Ash and Go the two heroes like they did with your character in the game and your rival. Yeah. And like, Ash will probably get Zacian, and then Go will probably get the shield one. So that's gonna be interesting. So that's like I guess you can say foreshadows with for things to come. Definitely, I think they're definitely gonna probably stay in Galar a lot more. With what's going on too. So yeah. Then all of a sudden they go outside after and they go outside you know, after talking to Sonya, and also Sonya, she looks pretty good in in animated form. I know everybody when she was first announced way back were like legit drooling over her. She's still like the games where she's a Pokemon, her grandma's assistant. So who knows if she'll like later in the series eventually become the professor of the region like she did in the games. So yeah. Well, we'll see. So obviously, I know we'll see Chairman Rose and Sonya in the near future. Most definitely, we'll see them in the near future. Both of them, I believe. I don't. I think Sonya's going to definitely be a reoccurring character as well as Chairman Rose because if we all know the games, he's kind of the whole main reason with the Eternatus type of thing. I know that's such a hard Pokemon name to say. Um, Anyways, it cuts to them outside, and Ash and Go are just chilling, talking, and then this trainer comes, out of nowhere, and his Pokemon's knocked out, and he's saying like, yeah, yeah, there's a Pokemon on the bridge. Hold on. Again, sorry for that interruption, but like I was saying, this trainer tells Ash and Go that there was this Pokemon on this bridge. They later cut to the bridge, and we see a Galarian Farfetch'd, which was interesting. Now Go does Go things, and he goes and tries to catch the Galarian Farfetch without battling it. That doesn't end up working, so he actually like, okay, I guess I'll have to battle it. So he brings out his Farfetch'd, and his Farfetch gets mollywops. Let's be honest, Go is not a battler like Ash is. So Ash eventually gets a chance to go. Now Pikachu, it looks like Pikachu is gonna fight, but Riolu actually comes out. The Riolu and Farfetch, Galarian Farfetch, have a pretty good fight. And there was this one part where it looks like you know Riolu could be exhausted, but Ash is like, no, Riolu, go on. He does the same thing like with any of his other Pokemon. He's like, keep on, get up, I believe in you. Even goes in the background saying, I don't know if you should be doing this. You're kind of pushing it, and this goes to show that the inability of Go in terms of his smartness to battle is next to none like Ash. So yeah, I like to see the differences. Um, but Riolu gets up, and then even what I found hilarious is that Ash was cheering on the Galarian Farfetch to get back up and continue fighting too, which Go found was like completely weird. It's like, why would you be doing that and stuff like that. So they continue fighting, and we get a new move from Riluyu, which obviously like has a few new moves like Force Palm and Double Team and stuff like that. And he uses Reversal, and he knocks out the Farfetch. They eventually take all the Pokemon to the Pokemon Center, even the Galarian Farfetch. They heal him, and at the end of the episode, Galarian Farfetch joins Ash's team. So, and that's where the episode ends. And I was happy. I was actually hoping that the way Ash was fighting this thing, I was like, please don't tell me where they just let the Galarian Farfetch just walk, you know. And sadly, or happily, he didn't. And now Ash has a Galarian Farfetch to his team. So now he has Pikachu, Gengar, Dragonite, Riluyu, Farfetch'd, and who I don't know who's on the fence about. I don't know if I guess you can say Mr. Mime's on his team, but who knows? It's like an on and off Pokemon and stuff like that. So yeah, and then also in the next episode preview, Sobble is gonna make that appearance we saw in the trailers, and it's a done deal. If you saw that next episode preview, it's a done deal. Sobble, and if you don't want to hear what's going to happen next week, then click off the video now. Put your likes in the video and stuff like that. The whole thing. But anyways, going on, forewarning. But it seemed more than likely it's pretty much confirmed essentially in the next episode preview that Go is going to catch Sobble. So for people who wanted Sobble to go to Ash, I'm sorry. It seems like, Sobble is going to go to Go. I guess it only makes sense because you want to have Ash catching two Pokemon in back-to-back weeks. Especially if it looks like to be a pretty main Pokemon-centric, Pokemon in terms of the show. So for people who were like, oh, Ash is going to get Sobble, they're going to be disappointed because Go is going to get him. And some people might see it as a problem because they were like, well, now be like, well, Go has two Galarian starters on his team. It's also kind of furthermore shows that maybe Grookey, if they introduce a Grookey into the show, Ash will probably more than likely catch Grookey. It just sucks that Sobble won't be on Ash's team because, one, it'd be pretty cool to have Sobble on Ash's team. But at the same time, Sobble doesn't look like it would be a battler type of Pokemon, so I guess it only deserves to go to Go. So, yeah, I have no complaints. It's regardless. It was kind of a done deal. The fact that if Ash were to catch the Farfetch, and I saw the trailer, I'm like, Go's gonna catch the frickin' Sobble. Because there was one scene in the next episode preview where it looked like Sobble gives the shiny eyes when it, looks at Go. When Go looks determined to try to get him back from Team Rocket. And I'm like, okay, yep, Go's going to Sobble. Or Sobble's going to Go. So yeah, so far for you Ash people that wanted to see Salvo go to Ash, but that's not happening. But yeah, this episode was really good. It actually had a lot contained in this episode. Like Jesus, the Raihan Leon battle actually ended like way before the midpoint episode where you get like that, like the who's that Pokemon, type of eye catch, you know, which was pretty interesting. So yeah, there was a lot contained, and with things that could be going on to the future, I honestly hope that Ash and Go return to the Galar region, and Ash does the gym challenge essentially and stuff like that, and maybe that could help him get climb up higher ranks into the you know world championship master class. So yeah, so other than that, this episode was good. I liked it a lot, much better than episode 26. And next week seems to be it's going to be another good, interesting episode. As much as I hate Go for his character reasons, but it's regardless. It still looks to be another main point episode, and I like those. So yeah. So, anyways, if you guys like the video, leave a like. If there's a comment you want to put regarding this episode, put it in the comment section. And also hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Pokemon Journeys content. So till then, guys, whenever you're checking this video out, hopefully you guys are having a great and safe day or night. Until then, I'm gonna get out of here. See you guys on the next video. Peace.